What the?
What are you doing?
Oh my god.
I don't even know what's going on.
Okay guys, so you're going to hear my voice in two different cadences because there was the video that I was recording the audio last night, and then there was the audio from today. So I'm not going to take a whole lot of time to mess with this. I'm going to let you hear me speaking the way I was speaking last night, and then you're going to hear the way that I was speaking today, and then we're going to call it good because I don't want to spend too much time on this or you'll never get it. It's just never going to be uploaded. So with that said, just remember, flip it, switch it, reverse it. Somebody loves Missy Elliott, and so do I. I adore her. So just remember not to hang your hat on any of these zodiac signs or any of the other identifiers. Flip it, switch it, just do whatever you need to do. Don't force it to fit. Apply it where necessary. And remember that this is a fictional story, fictional characters, and let us all be glad that we are not this man, and that, yep, it's coming, the Queen of Swords in reverse. So some bitch, some crazy guy, and a whole lot of weirdness, and some potential black magic. And remember that words are spells, and even when somebody is hating, projecting hate, spreading rumors, making up stories, or, just propagating lies, that is witchcraft. So let's go. Okay, collective. I don't know who we're reading for, so I'm going to start off. I debated this, but I'm going to start off with the Hanson Roberts Tarot. And then that way, title card, don't know who we're reading for. That way we get it started, and then I'll move to the After Tarot. Probably to get the framework. I have a card already that, oh my gosh, is facing upwards. So I think we have our starting card. Or at least... Oh, I didn't want to do a fire sign. Not because I don't want to do fire sign. I wanted to do earth. Let's see. If I get more confirmation that it's going to be fire, we'll go with fire. But somebody's getting some news. Oh my. Okay. I'm going to stick with the Hanson Roberts. How about this? I don't want to commit to the element quite yet. But I have the Page of Wands and what flew out. And of course, I have the gain turned up so that you can hear them flop all over the place. I have the Four of Swords. Somebody's taking a time out. Somebody's resting. Somebody may not be well. Somebody may have gotten news of a health issue, and I'm already getting covered in chills. So we're going to stick with it. Somebody's resting, somebody's thinking, somebody's trying to find a way to not think so much. I actually grabbed the Tarot of the Modern Witch first, thinking it was my Hanson Roberts. Somebody, oh, it is. It is a health issue. Okay, we'll do it. We'll just go with it because once we commit, and we are going to go whole hog. Somebody should probably watch their diet. So let's stick with the news. Maybe it's some preliminary tests. Someone's thinking about this. Somebody's refusing treatment. Somebody's refusing or already has made up their mind that they will refuse treatment. And I believe, I'm going to say it. I have to say it. I have to say it. Somebody may be refusing treatment for a known mental health issue. Oh my gosh. Yeah, of course it would be. Okay, so on the split, I've got the moon. We're keeping it. My goodness. And on the other side, I've got the title card, which I leave it in there. Look at this. I get the title card, and the one that just fell out is the card in the Hanson Roberts, the Two All Believers, which is the card that is left in the deck when a reader wants to leave room for information that they either don't want to know or, I don't know, maybe want to leave a little mystery in there, okay? And the way it came out was in reverse. Somebody, it's almost like a person doesn't want to know what's wrong, or they already know and they're in denial. We're going to stick with it. Not that we have a choice. Okay, so on a split again, I have the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And on the other side, the Five of Cups upright. I know what I'm looking at already because, of course, I'm looking at them. This time I am looking right at them. So far I've got someone who's getting some kind of health news. I have a feeling that this is information that, aside from the news, the communication, that someone needs to take action on a health issue, that this person would rather remain in denial or say, well, I'm going to think about it. I don't want to know. Because even if you try to tell me I'm not listening, I'm going to pretend it doesn't exist. To all believers in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We're sticking with fire, so the Knight of Pentacles in reverse could also indicate that at the same time this person is getting some kind of news that a financial endeavor related to land and property will not yield the big results that they were hoping for, and profit could be slow. And this person is in the Five of Cups about this, about it all. Again, we could have a person who's drinking a lot. A lot. Now, the cups, of course, speak of emotions. The cups also speak of psychology. Swords are communications and of the mind. And the cups, of course, psychological, emotional health. Okay, let's start asking let's give it one more card to see if we can get a little bit of a foundation, because I'm going to call this the framework. What is it that ails you? my friend, whomever this is for? What ails you? You know, because this person has enough. If they were to look over their right shoulder, they would see a bridge with, what is that on the other side? Some kind of a turret tower structure. And a bridge going somewhere, but they're focused on the cups that have spilled of an emotional nature. Now, it could be that this person is in their emotions about the health news that they've received, that they seem to resign themselves to not take any action, almost as if they feel in regret that they deserve whatever this is. Not that anybody deserves a health issue, but that somehow they feel that they feel, how do you feel? What is that? Well, with this beautiful green cloak, perhaps this character has placed far too much importance on the material rather than the spiritual, not having a healthy balance. This one isn't talking. Come on, we want to hear one more thing so that I can move along to the other deck. Oh my gosh, 411 on, oh my goodness. 411 on the clock, so we're getting the information. And the card that, oh my gosh, to me is the Ten of Swords. This person feels, and again, the title card. This feels a little bit delulu. And the Ten of Swords really is definitive that there's a situation that is a full stop. Something has to be done. The other card on the split on the other side is the sun, something being illuminated. Perhaps it's not as bad as this person thinks, or that with some action that's not as slow as shit. With this Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which is slow action, inaction. In fact, on the Hanson Roberts Tarot, this gentleman with the black hair and the pentacle is not really focusing on the fields behind him that have been plowed, but they don't seem to be sprouting anything. And he looks a little lost in thought there in his armor. He's kind of like, he's got such a weird look on his face. He's like a dreamer, a daydreamer. He's not grounded, because if he were, he would be aware that he only has this slow pentacle and that nothing else is growing. You know, and this could be symbolic of only focusing on the profit or the results without putting in any effort at all, which would make sense with the Knight of Pentacles, which is like not going anywhere, going far too slow. Could be dependable if this person were to put some effort forth. All right, I think we're going to stop right there with these, and we know we have a character that's getting some kind of health news. They feel they kind of deserve this. Maybe they feel like they're getting their karma, and they've been far too focused on the physical and the material without a proper balance with the spiritual. So I'm going to leave that little group there. Oh man, under the deck we have the Three of Swords in reverse. So I'm just going to mention it and say that this individual who is going through some kind of a health crisis seems to be ignoring what's being explained, almost not wanting to hear it. Could be related to some kind of cardiovascular disease, but you know, just because this is a big giant ass red heart, of course the Three of Swords indicates some kind of betrayal or heartbreaking news or healing from a situation that could involve one too many parties. And of course it could also indicate that somebody is refusing or would refuse treatment for some cardiovascular issue that with surgical intervention could correct or improve the problem. Okay. I'm going to grab something funny to me. Not that this is funny, but I used to be a telephone psychic. And these are very, very old. But once upon a time, when they hired me, they sent me a deck of only major arcana. So I'm going to, I always kept them and I don't know why. But this is so cute. Oh my freaking no. Fuck me. God bless it. Okay. While I'm shuffling it, of course, I happen to look at the bottom and, from the caring psychic family, I have the devil at the bottom and the sun right behind him. Someone's devilish and or demonic ways, corrupt ways are exposed. This is actually really pretty. I should digitize these because there's only the major arcana and they're so interesting. I'm just going to shuffle them one more time to see. Spirits are quiet right now. Not a word. Not that I want them to, because I don't want this to go forever or off on a tangent or take a trajectory that's going to twisty turny. Somebody needs an attorney. Oh no, here we go. Okay. All right. So we know that the devil is at work. You know that you can't make a deal with the devil and expect that he will be fair, because the devil is the original liar. Someone's a liar here. Now remember to take this how it applies, as it resonates. Flip the roles. If I mention a gender, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck on any of the zodiac signs. If I say them, I shouldn't have to say this by now because you all know. All right. Not for the reading collective, but we watch each other's videos. This is for those of you that wish to be entertained this way, okay? Give us another message. If it refuses to speak, then we know that the devil is in control of this person's narrative. They have chosen this. Remember, the devil doesn't say you must. The devil says, do you wanna get away? Somebody wants to get away. Gosh, you guys might hear the blinds just flying. But it's nice to have the fresh air. Oh no, not a song. No. I blew my voice out, I think, this morning on demo. Do I know the lyrics? Do I know you? Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Will you be the same if I saw you in heaven? I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. Oh my gosh, King of Cups in reverse. Why are you a liar? Wow. Oh, that's not right. Oh. Would you hold my hand if I saw you in heaven? Would you help me stand if I saw you in heaven? Nope, not taking it. I'll find my way through night and day, 'cause I know I just can't stay here in heaven. Oh my gosh, no way. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. Okay. Oh my gosh, no. 7 of Cups, somebody has been in an illusion. That's Hierophant reversed. Someone's getting divorced. Somebody isn't married. Somebody's didn't follow the rules. Somebody didn't adhere to the higher principles. Okay? I hope this doesn't turn into some crazy ass crime reading because I'm so sick of this. I am so sick of this. Okay, let's. The Modern Witch is talking. Pair of the Modern Witch. So. Okay, I don't know why that song is stuck in my head now. I must be strong and carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong here in heaven. So somebody feels like they don't belong in heaven, or somebody is crying over somebody in heaven, or somebody was their heaven and they've done something so bad. Oh gosh, no! Somebody lost the Queen of Pentacles upright. The Hanged One. Tarot of the Modern Witch. That's a blonde chick hanging from that tree. Somebody's being punished. 3 of Cups in reverse for engaging in third-party activities. A celebration gone wrong, a celebration that doesn't happen. 6 of Cups in reverse. Somebody is not their soulmate. 8 of Cups upright. Whoa! Somebody's walking away from a situation. I think that's what leads us to the 7 of Cups because it was an illusion. And 2, the Hierophant in reverse, where something was not blessed by the divine, something is not ordained by the Most High, and then somebody makes a choice and wants to move on. 2 of Wands, we've got 4 of Pentacles, trying to hold on to something will not yield a divorce. Oh my freaking Lord. Somebody's going to need an attorney. You know, we've got a black chick on the Temperance card. So, you know, some balance needs to be brought in so that a situation, 3 of Wands, something that somebody's looking forward to, 4 of Wands, somebody wants to go to the city. No, somebody wants to leave the city and go to the country to find their 4 of Wands. And there is that King of Cups in reverse. Odd that oh gosh. Oof, because then we have the Ace of Cups, but we have the Devil in reverse. So somebody wants to cut ties with, it flipped right in front of me. Let me look at my Archangel Michael candle because I don't want any of this. Of course, I am protected. I'm shielded. I'm the 144. I'm the child of God. I'm child divine. I do nothing that is without permission, con permiso, from the Most High. He orders my steps. I am nothing without him. I am no one without him. I am only what Jesus says I am. He is the I am. He is Alpha and Omega. And don't you forget that. Okay, so I think I'm going to regroup these. You know, I may have to edit the crap out of this. I don't know. I'm being told not to take out the tears from heaven because somebody's crying. Somebody is just in absolute agony. But with the devil there, it's something that they created. With the reading from last night with the death card, you know, and I'm seeing it this way. I'm seeing, you know, okay, so how did I feel last night? You guys will already have heard this, but remember, I don't remember verbatim what I said, and I don't have time to listen to that whole other first part of the reading. I'm still using Tarot of the Modern Witch until it stops talking. Coconut oil is significant. I use actual extra virgin coconut oil all over me. The scent of coconuts are significant to someone. I know that's random, but I have to say it. So that man pouring out the cup, he's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this Four of Wands with this Queen of Swords over here. Or I want to let the Queen of Swords in reverse go and go toward the Queen of Swords upright. Remember, don't get stuck on the attributes like hair colors, you know, because everybody's a different shade, okay? There are different shades of gray, but there is only one color of truth. Why do I have to say it that way? Only one color of truth. Color of the law. Color of the law. Color of title. Color of title. Color of title. Somebody's trying to hold on to real estate that doesn't belong to them, or the real estate is causing problems for them, including some kind of issue with taxes, tax evasion. I'm not really sure. But the one that wanted to show up is the card that showed up at the very beginning. Okay, so first I got the Page of Wands upright. Now it's showing up as Page of Wands in reverse, Tarot of the Modern Witch. Okay. I'm putting it back in, and then I think I'm going to close out of Tarot of the Modern Witch, and then I'm going to move to an Oracle. I'm getting some kind of a pain in my abdomen. Somebody's having some abdominal issues. Somebody could be experiencing some kind of I don't want to say the word, some kind of stomach cancer, organ cancer, some issue with the center mass, some issue. Oh, okay. So, you know, it did speak. Somebody's focused on the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody is alone, wants to be alone, is doing very well alone. Somebody's a little bit witchy, but she's not a witch. She's a freaking gardener. Look at it. It's called Tarot of the Modern Witch just because that's the name. Don't get crazy ideas, you know. There's a magic wand on my kitchen witch, and that kitchen witch has been in my immediate family for so long. It's really, really cute. And my mother gave that to me, and I just adore her. I was going to build her a different body, but I just haven't had time. And yes, I love dolls, but not voodoo dolls. I love lady dolls, and I've got some pretty ones. My favorite one is over there waiting for a new dress. And I started sewing that dress, and then I just don't ever have time. Somebody's focused on the Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to put this back in. And I think we're ready to continue. Anything else to say? I think we're going to go to, do I go to an oracle? Yeah, I'm going to go to an oracle. Do I go to the oracle? Do I go to the oracle? Do I go to the oracle speak? Yes. Okay. All right. I know there are no. Okay, I don't know why I grabbed this one, but we're grabbing this. It's a smorgasbord. I'm going to have to edit this because I do not want this to take forever to upload. Okay, there we go. Observation, observatory, funeral, interment, headstone, and binoculars. Binoculars. Over the lovers. Oh, gosh, you can't write it, can you? So somebody is observing you. Somebody is observing someone. Somebody has almost created a makeshift observatory. Somebody's had a death in their family, a funeral in their family, or there will be, or is. I don't like this.
Ma fede fulmine e le guardie.
Spare